The savanna stretches endlessly, the sun pouring fire onto the dry grass. The wind howls through the thorn bushes, carrying the acrid scent of sand and soil. In this place, weapons are not only tools for survival, but also soul identity and stories carried on from ancestors to today. Could this be a doorway into the past, to see how humanity once lived tens of thousands of years ago? The hunter pauses silently beside a tree trunk, eyes scanning each branch. A rough hand slides along the bark, feeling the straightness, the firmness. Which branch will become an arrow, and which will be left behind? Elsewhere, bird feathers are spread out. Soft feathers keep the flight smooth, stiff. Feathers resist the strong wind. Who would think that the fate of an animal out there could depend on a tiny feather? This knowledge does not come from books, but from memory and the experience of thousands of years of survival. A knife glides across the branch, the scraping sound echoing in the stillness. The bark peels away, revealing smooth wood beneath. When bent or warped, clenched teeth press tighter to straighten it. How many generations have repeated this motion? How many afternoons around the fire has the sound of knife against wood become the music of apprenticeship? In the firelight, a raw scent rises. Children watch wide-eyed. An ordinary branch suddenly transforms into something that can decide fate. A feather is placed at the tail of the arrow. Simple twine coils around it, tight and firm. A tiny detail, yet it ensures the flight stays straight. Who could imagine that the success or failure of the entire hunt depends on such a fragile thing? A child trembles while tying a feather. For the first time, then bursts into a radiant smile when the string fits. That moment feels like a rite of passage knowledge passed on through action without words. The arrowhead, the place where power lies. Tradition speaks of thick black resin drawn from the desert mixed with ash, creating a deadly glue. Just a thin layer is enough to bring prey down. Glistening under the sun, the arrowhead gives off a chilling aura. Nature offers both life and death. In human hands, where lies the boundary between nurturing and cruelty, no two arrows are the same. Carvings, patterns, the way the string is tied, all are personal signatures. When an arrow is found, everyone knows who it belongs to. The bow, too, bears its own marks. Skins and animal fur hung upon it are like living diary pages recounting each past hunt. Weapons are not merely tools, but witnesses of honor and memory. An arrow requires hours of labor. Losing one means losing both effort and memory. Children learn early, shaving small branches, trying their first feather tie. Elders sit nearby, patient eyes and steady hands correcting each small mistake. Here, weapons are symbols of maturity. Perhaps the greatest honor is when a boy is given his very first arrow. By the fire, arrows lean inside bamboo quivers, like quiet reminders, tomorrow will bring another journey. A woman in a faded cloth dress gathers wood children run around with tiny arrows practicing shots at a dry tree trunk. Weapons are everywhere, not only for hunting, but as a heartbeat binding family and community. In laughter, children compete to see whose arrow is more beautiful. The elders quietly sharpen old arrowheads, cloudy eyes glowing with pride. Weapons here are not cold. They are alive like family members. Could it be that for the Hadza arrows do not only symbolize strength, but also memory, joy, and the continuity between generations? Before dawn breaks, the camp is already stirring. Calls echo, dogs bark fiercely. Quivers clatter, bowstrings are tested. Eyes meet in shared determination. The air is tense, like a bowstring drawn taut. Footsteps leave the camp, heading into the misty savanna. This is not just a hunt for food, but a contest with nature itself. The dogs rush ahead like living arrows. The hunters split one, circling through acacia thickets. Another along the rocky ravine. Another tracking prints pressed deep into the dry soil. Everything unfolds in silence, broken only by wind and breath. A snapped twig, a scratch mark, a strange scent in the breeze, all are messages. Is the prey hiding nearby or long gone? The tension builds like a bow drawn to its limit. The path is treacherous. Acacia thorns tear clothes, sharp rocks cut into feet. Someone slips down a slope, blood trickles red, yet they rise and continue. A stream blocks the way, forcing the group to detour for hours. Exhaustion rises, but no one quits. Perhaps it is this endurance that has been humanity's key to survival since the dawn of time. Not only antelopes or baboons are targets. Squirrels, birds, and rock rats also help feed the community. A man shakes a tree, and a panicked squirrel darts into range. Dogs growl as they spot a rock rat. A child blocks its path, eyes tense, then lighting up when the small prize appears. Arrows keep flying, sometimes missing, sometimes hitting. Each arrow is a lesson in patience. Over 30,000 steps beneath the blazing sun. Sweat drips, feet ache and grow weary. At times, a glimpse of antelope flashes only to vanish like a mirage. Silent disappointment, yet no one turns back. Perhaps the most precious thing is not the prey, but the patience forged with each step. When the animal falls, joy spreads wide. Meat is shared equally. The elderly children, even the dogs, have their portion. The sound of chewing mixes with laughter, fire crackling. This is not merely a meal, but a ritual of unity. Victory does not belong to one, but to the act of sharing. Nightfall's firelight, glowing broken arrows are repaired, old bows restrung. Children focus on shaving wood, on tying feathers. Each motion is a ritual repeated across countless generations. The elders tell of failures of prey that slipped from sight. Each story is a lesson preserved not on paper, but in memory and in hand. The sunset burns red. A silhouette raises a bow against the fiery sky. That image is a reminder, amidst the rush of the modern world, there are still hands shaping branches, resin, and feathers into weapons of survival. Perhaps what truly matters is not the fallen prey, but what the hunt leaves behind: skills, craftsmanship, and the power to adapt. It is these very weapons that have enabled humankind to endure for thousands of years.